Today's episode of the Federation's Finest podcast is brought to you by The House, the feature film, now streaming on Tubi. After a freak accident and a night out drinking leaves two of their friends dead, the lives of 6 teens are changed forever with the discovery of a mysterious revive serum that can bring one of their dead back to life, but only one. Now torn into multiple groups and fighting amongst each other, these teens must decide who they are, what they believe in, and what truly is the value of a life. Stream The House, directed by Miles Ross, now on Tubi for free, or head to thehousefeature.com or at thehousefeature on Instagram to learn more. That is thehousefeature.com or at thehousefeature on Instagram to learn more. Hello and welcome to the Federation's Finest podcast. How could you kill me and lie to my face now that we can't be together? I'm your host, Miles. I'm a filmmaker from Seattle, but I'm also a big mech fan. I grew up on Gurren Lagann. I'm currently watching through Gao Geiger and Pad Labor with my brother, but I'm a die-hard Gundam fan at heart. With this show, I'm here to lead 3 Gundam newbies through the series and see if we can figure out what this giant robot thing is all about. We'll be covering this series in my own special order, emulating but not quite following the experience of discovering the show on Toonami or the internet in the early 2000s. On today's episode, we're covering Mobile Suit Gundam, the original series, episodes 33, 34, and 35, that is of the American release. If you want to watch along with us, you should go watch those. Boys, welcome to this absolutely messy trio of episodes today. Who do we got here?
Sometimes when a woman acts up, you just gotta give him a bit of a slap. It's Tom, another filmmaker from Alaska. We got things to talk about, boys.
Yeah, here to prove that this is just 40K in a different flavor. It's your boy Leo, and yeah, we've got some things. Mirai, that's it.
And then there's me, Kenny. Was kind of familiar with the series. I knew about the existence of Exam from like early on from watching Game Grumps and stuff, so that wasn't a spoiler to me at all. But yeah. Now kind of getting to the point where I'm kind of knowing where this is going, or where this whole series of situation is, and it's this series of episodes has been the most interesting, I guess, so far, in how writing goes.
Big Zam. I almost forgot Big Zam's only like in one episode, but his presence,
which is very funny, finding that out.
It's like if your series Boba Fett had chicken legs.
Yep. Well, hey, just to cover ground real quick, boys. Still inside 6. I'm still in the warp. I'm still away from my main base in Jaburo back in Seattle. So my connection and mic may be a little goofy. I'm recording this, so it shouldn't be bad on my end, but forgive any interruptions we have here. In terms of points, Leo, after doing a little bit of reluctant research, is just edging ahead of Tom, so Leo currently has the lead in terms of points.
This is unacceptable.
Fucking better after that 53-minute long piece of garbage.
You're like a hair in the lead. None of you are going to be
5 minutes. I'm like, I already knew what it was going to be about.
Yeah.
Wow, TikTok is bad. Who knew?
Anyways. So, about 5 years ago, me, Tom, and his roommate, our boy Mike, started planning to watch Attack on Titan, the final season, together. I read the manga, so I was really just wanted to see how it was adapted. I was wanting to see how it was adapted and knew what was coming. They only watch the anime. They're anime onlys. So when I suggested to them that we watch it on a week-to-week basis as it was airing, I was surprised when they both said, no, let's just binge watch the show.
Couldn't handle it.
I could.
Zero chance of being able to handle that show week to week.
Yeah,
I would be tearing my
I don't
hair
blame
out.
you. That pacing of the release of that show was absolute garbage.
Well, not even like the broken up seasons, but he was like, "Yo, those emotional cliffhangers, the turmoil of it would be too much."
I could not handle the questions and the not knowing week to week. There is no way.
And see, I love that stuff, but understood it, respected it, and we watched it as they wanted to because I knew it. So a couple of weeks ago, when I saw this bunch of 3 episodes was coming up, the Slegga saga, if you will, and I saw the possibility that any of these episodes could be broken up potentially because of our schedule, I said, nope, I gotta fix this. So that's why we only watched 2 a week or 2 ago. And I decided to make sure that I gave you guys a solid, all-encompassing watching experience of this trilogy of episodes in their full weird glory. So, for that, you are welcome.
That was fitting. Good call.
Let's, I guess, start immediately with episode 33. I gave you guys props earlier. Shame on none of you for picking up on
33. You mean 32?
33. Fateful.
Oh no, 33. No, no, you're right.
it's all good.
33. I went too far
You
back.
scared me for a second. It's all good. 33.
No, I'm done.
No, it's all good. A fateful encounter, and shame on you guys. None of you picked up with the funniest pun in the world. There's too much red tape. Last time you talked about the literal red tape, but didn't pick up that it is a stupid pun because they literally have to go through red tape. With side 6 of the white base.
Hate it here.
No, I picked it up.
You thought it was too stupid to mention?
Yeah.
Oh, well, take it away.
It away. It's low hanging fruit, man.
Okay.
I do have in my notes here Bright complaining about red tape. But just everyone kind of wants them to leave.
Yeah.
But repairs will be done in 3 hours. Amuro will be back in 2. So we wah trumpet on over to Amuro, who is just like, oh man, they couldn't have given me a weather schedule. It's raining.
He's on side 6. He's in his little buggy.
Yeah. Yeah. But he pulls up to a random cabin to hide under the stoop. Maybe a bird, maybe a feather spirit.
Oh, yeah, Leo, can you get in here? Tell us what happens here. Anyway,
okay.
Not Dove.
Tell us what you think happens.
I'm remembering. Yeah, no, that's right. He watches this fucking bird, this swan.
It's a swan.
Yeah,
a swan. He
like
goes up
crash
to the cabin.
land.
And then here it's watching the rain is enter
Lala.
Lala,
A girl
with just staring out,
we
watching
don't
this
know who
bird,
she
and
is
just
at this
saying
point.
how sad. Yeah, okay, that's right. I guess we do have to remember we do not know who the hell she is.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, we know her
because
Lala
the
from
origin
Gundam.
does not exist in 1979.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. We know it's Lala. That origin was mostly the same. But right at about 3:12, there's a little something in front of Amuro's face there. He looks at the bird and there's that electricity?
Oh, I guess I missed this first Spidey
I
sense.
know, yeah. He had
I got him later, but I missed
Twinges.
that one.
Or flashes, I guess.
What are you calling him?
Spidey sense?
All right.
Flashes, I don't know.
I guess Spidey
sense,
sense
yeah.
works.
Spidey sense flashes.
It's
all right.
very much a Spidey sense.
Like new type sense, I'm guessing.
Well, no, because I might have missed that Spidey sense because I was too focused on who could dislike the beautiful, who could dislike the beautiful, who
Yeah, it
could
was
dislike
creepy
the
as shit.
beautiful. It's like you run.
So he sees this bird crash into the water, and we hear "Who could dislike the beautiful?" Is she saying that?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
What makes you feel
No,
that?
That's why you
She probably
run.
says it once, and then just repeats in her head or his head. I don't know.
It repeats in her head several times, and then she says something slightly different. What she says out loud is not "who could dislike the beautiful."
Okay.
Like she's having that thought. Amuro is picking up on it, or she's projecting it, and then she says the thought.
What do you think of her? Like first impression, how she treat Amuro, how she looks.
Run.
She's just she's a nice brown girl, a nice little modest brown girl in a yellow dress, sitting looking at the water.
She seemed nice in Origins. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what Char has been feeding her, but she's climbing inside your noggin with claws you can't feel. Run.
She is, man. Yeah, this is like a demon host, bro. Fucking, you need to exercise this chick.
She's just a nice girl. She's just sitting there.
Yeah, I feel like she's just a wandering spirit, in my opinion.
Oh,
Just
okay.
kind of
You think she's a ghost?
floaty off in my opinion.
Nah, bad vibes.
Okay.
Do you think she's
Wandering
really
spirit. Still dangerous.
Well, what do you mean, like, floaty, I guess, would be her personality. She's just like, oh, that's pretty cool. And you're like, oh,
Literally
cool.
floats.
there? Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Well, yeah.
First, the rain has to stop just
Yeah,
so
and-
suddenly.
Yeah,
Which
and
I
then
guess
as
after
you
reading that article does make a bit of sense.
Yeah, they have rain schedules, is what I sent them an article.
She's got a little sunshine frolic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she just
plays in the
frolics
sun.
away, just children of the corn like.
How'd this scene make you guys feel?
Uncomfortable.
Uneasy.
It was weird.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a
Like,
I was gonna
it's
say
like my skin's crawling and the bugs were under my skin.
okay, you felt repulsed by this. Okay.
See, yeah, not quite that intense, but it is hair raising. There are too many questions, and something in the back of my mind is yelling danger.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
They employ the good old 70s like Vaseline on the lens trick, or really around like 407 with these shots of Lala in Amuro. It's just completely hazy in not clear in terms of visuals. It's fascinating. What do you think happened with the bird?
I don't know, man.
I can't tell if it actually dissipated or landed, or if it's even real.
That's what I'm saying. It's vaguely bird shaped, but it's like the feathers are flying off and it's losing bird shape, and then by the time it hits, it's just like a white feathery mass.
It
Could have been
definitely-
the bird.
Definitely
but-
seems more symbolic than it is like literal.
We're also okay. Judging by the weather pattern link that you sent us, there is a zero gravity core running down the center of the torus. Yes?
I believe so. I can't
Okay.
give an answer on that.
I would assume that is a gradient of gravity. Yes, and this bird is not in any way reacting to low gravity. It would be kind of cool. Little
Yeah.
flappy birds in low gravity. It looks cool. It's not doing little flappy birds in low gravity. It's full like couple flaps
Whoa.
and
Yeah.
then just kapla.
So I forget
Like, it
whether
just
Earth
gives up.
is 1G or 0G or whatever. I forget the term, but they talk
Earth is
about
one.
Earth
We're
is
up
one.
to 4G now, dummy.
Oh yeah, of course. So they talk about it in later Gundams series, but life on the colonies, the gravity feels weird. It feels distinctly different from Earth, but it is more or less the same. So maybe if Earth is 1G, gravities are like 0.9995G, or gravity on a colony is like 0.1.2G or whatever. It's slightly different from Earth, but it's more or less Earth.
Maybe I just don't have a good sense of how high up that bird would be flying and how high up the grav core actually would be. Either way,
So
it's weird. It could be a bird. It could be a spirit. We don't know.
Okay, do you think there's spirits in this world? Like ghosts?
I think Lala can make you see what Lala wants you to see.
Love the tin hat.
I don't know.
You think she's like Psycho Mantis? Is this like Metal Gear Solid 5? Are you going to start seeing burning whales in the distance and men on fire?
Nah, man, I don't have a good grasp of her abilities yet. But there's something weird about that bird.
Yeah,
Not a normal
she's-
bird.
Okay.
She's warp touched, bro. That's all I can say. She's like
Okay.
Hmm.
Why should I save this for later? We'll talk about this now. Why is she on side 6? Why isn't she on Xeon? We know from the origin and in the next 2 episodes she is aligned with Char in some way. Why is she here on this neutral colony?
Do we find out other than that she's with Char?
I'm asking you. I'm just asking. They don't say why she's here.
I mean,
Why
Oh,
is
this
she
is a
is
very interesting. This is a very interesting question to ask now
grabbed by anyone else?
instead of later on when we actually see her do more things.
assuming
But
that she's like a Xeon agent, soldier, friend of Char's? She's associated with Xeon. Why is she not on
Why?
Munzo? Why is she on a weird neutral colony?
Okay, so
Xeon
now
Psyker.
I'm picturing a specific scene in Serenity of the most powerful men in the government, and you put them in a room with a psychic.
Hmm.
She'd make an ex of just like just serving girl near you, and now she has state secrets. That'd be a great reason to stick her out in a neutral zone where a lot of people might be coming in and out
You think
on
she's
both
like
sides.
she's like an antenna, like she's Char's personal like espionage thing, or Cassilia's, or
I
whoever
think
she's
that's
working
possible. I think it's also possible that he just kind of likes having her around because she has insights into people like he has insights into people. And he wanted to stick her someplace safe, so he put her in the neutral zone. And now he's come to pick her up because he could use her abilities.
for. Okay. All right. Well, we'll move on from Lala. I'll stop being sixth grade teacher asking 50 billion questions. For a second, we meet Char again, and he's coming in.
Not teacher, Jigsaw. You're playing your game and delighting in our
I
picture.
am merely
All right.
DM, and I didn't even write this campaign. I am playing a pre-written campaign and just rolling dice. Tomino wrote this 50 years ago.
Yeah. Well, now we got Char coming in, saying he's leaving Dozo because Cassilia is looking at the big picture. And then
Right.
Char mentions that they're going to use Lala in the battle soon. We don't.
Oh, I love
I
this.
mean,
dude.
I guess. What the fat guy watching Char come in on
Yes,
instruments?
his fucking voice lines, dude.
Oh, I forgot what does he say.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's like what he says or just the way he's like, yeah. God, we seem to have an agenda. It's almost like reminiscent of Snake.
Yeah.
From,
Well,
It is
it's-
fun.
we get to see, I forget the name of his ship, but Char's ship docking right next to
The
the white base.
Zanzibar?
The Zanzibar.
Zanzibar, yeah.
Yeah, and
Docking
everybody's looking at it like, that's
Like,
the
holy
enemy.
shit.
And only Hayato is like, yo,
Let's go
let's
kill
get
'em."
guns and go kill them.
Yeah. I love that Hayato is just ready to just throw hands.
The smallest
Yeah.
body, but the bravest soul.
Yeah, Bright shuts it down just immediately. I do like, we get the scene with the DA talking to Char about weapon seals and no trouble, and Char's attitude is being like, I'll cause trouble if I want to cause trouble. Do you really want to fucking die?
I feel so bad. I'm not trying to be like a Zoomer alpha male dude, but Cameron's just get dominated by every other dude in this show. Bright's got bigger pants than
absolutely.
him. Slagger's friggin' towering over him. Char don't give a damn. He's just getting talked over at every opportunity, bro. I feel so bad for poor Cameron. Lost his fiance, and now he's dealing with these cuckoos. But we cut back to Dad Popero, and I'm sorry I lied last week. I forget we do see him again.
Popero.
Yeah. Tim Ray.
He's just full crazy pants.
Oh yeah,
Now.
just lost it.
Oh, okay. You guys think he's crazy?
Homie,
Well,
he says, what are you talking about? He refers to Ray as, or not Ray, Amuro as if, well, yeah, whatever. As if he handed him the device last night when it's been days, has it not?
Probably, yeah.
Like, a substantial amount of time has gone by now.
Yeah, well, he does a full-on crazy laugh, like throws all the notebooks off his desk and is like, "I'm the greatest scientist that has ever lived." Like he's crazy.
Yeah.
So, do you think
He's
it was
crazy pants.
the brain damage?
And the brain damage.
Okay.
And the brain damage.
And the brain. I was gonna.
And the brain damage.
Two questions. I asked this last time. Do you think there's perhaps another force on this colony that is affecting Tim Ray in some sort of manner?
I
Oh,
think
eat
he was a
shit.
failed new type.
What's a new type?
Just eat a dick.
Okay, by the way, I'm also gonna say, Kenny, Leo, we're close to the end. You still have your one free question at any point. I would recommend not asking me the question of what a new type is. I think you will get
I
to
didn't
that
plan
at
on it.
some point, but feel free.
Okay. So I just
I just asked the
Miles
question.
is
That
now
could be a red
Miles
herring.
Miles is now insinuating, red herring or not, that Lala could have been placed here with the knowledge that Paparo is at side 6. Lala has hence been dream hacking him for all of the
Holy
Gundam
shit.
secrets so that they can build big Zom type nonsense. But she's only getting parts of it and it's distorted by dreams, and she's ended up cracking his melon. So he's gone cuckoo pants, and we get things with big, stupid diggy arms.
That's a big tinfoil hat.
You started it.
I
But
am
I
merely
hate
asking
it makes so
questions.
much sense.
If you want to drop a coin in the machine, the monkey's gonna clap its cymbals.
Okay, yeah, 100%, 100%. I mean, going along with that, I mean, where my brain would go would be like, is she intentionally here for that, or is her presence just like messing with certain people? Are there like other people on side 6 that are like also
It's
having moments like
it's
this?
Char, and he doesn't do anything without a reason.
Okay.
And if
That's true.
anyone could have tracked down Paparo and not told anyone about it, it would have been him.
Well, what would Char want him for? This brain damaged, space ejected dude. How did Paparo even get here?
What the?
I don't fucking know.
You're gonna make me buy a plane ticket to come choke you.
Hey, other question. At about 7:37, there is a destroyed Zaku skull, head. Where are all these Zaku parts coming from? Even if they're junked in this neutral
repair field.
colony? Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
stuff you
fucking
can't
know.
repair.
Where's the dirt coming from?
All right.
We've already covered. You can't answer it.
But
I know.
just keeping it rolling. More trauma for our boy Amro as he's crying.
Yeah,
at his full
Amuro
death.
crying, and then driving away crying, and then flashbacks
Hey,
to
trauma.
memories of Dad, and then he's stuck in the mud. And who's coming? They splash him with mud, of course. But it's
I would too.
Char.
He
And
gets
Lala
the
is driving.
Char for the face-to-face, mask to face for the first time ever.
And I really wish that Char had known who he was and was just playing it cool to mess with him. But
Oh.
unfortunately, he is unaware, as we
Well-
learn at the end of the scene.
That was my question. Do you think Char knows who Amuro is, and do you think Char knows if Amuro knows who he is?
I mean, everybody knows who the fuck Char is. What do
That-
you?
Do they?
That's exactly what Lala says. Is
Don't
you must know
do
of the
they-
red
It's
comet.
Char, the red comet.
The one who single-handedly destroyed 5 battleships in the Battle of Luke.
Okay,
Do you
We
think
know,
he's
legitimately,
like, wait,
Char would be in their playing card deck. Like Cassilia, like all of the zombies, Char would be in that deck. Makuve would be in that deck, like 100%.
Do you think these space fascist terrorists, their main psycho murderer dude, who they send out basically on extermination missions, who destroys battleships, is a not global, I guess Earth sphere wide celebrity, even in neutral spaces? Like people are like,
No,
oh my
but
gosh,
I think
it's
the
Char.
Federation. I think the Federation forces know who he is,
Okay,
or have at
Yeah.
least heard of him and know his general appearance.
yeah, okay. Do you think Char knows who Amuro know? Do you think Char thinks? I'm losing track of my words here. Does Char know?
Do we think Char knows who Amuro is?
Yes,
No.
yes.
No.
Okay.
He knows the Gundam, but not the pilot behind
Not
it.
the pilot, yeah. They don't
Okay.
have that open communication line where they think or say everything as if it's in like a general chat.
All
But
right.
we do have this weird bit during this whole exchange of Amuro being like, "How did I know it was Char, even though I've never met him?"
I had in my notes here. This is only going to mean something to you, Kenny. It begins. This is where it started.
Motherfucker, are we doing a hive mind?
What?
How ambiguous
Oh, okay. I thought you'd pick up on that, Kenny. This is where it begins.
it?
This where
What
it
is
begins.
it?
It.
I'm okay. Is
Don't
there
worry.
Meat
some
and
kind of
dairy, motherfucker. What is it?
It.
is there some kind of new type fuckery going on in Iron-Blooded Orphans that you two are privy to and I'm
Oh
not?
no, we're not talking about.
I'm
it.
lost on this
No.
one.
We're talking about
Okay.
something else. We'll see in time. We'll see.
Okay.
In time.
I'm gonna say he only mentioned Kenny. He did not mention me. I don't know shit about
I'm kind of
anything.
lost.
It's fine.
And I
It's
don't think
fine.
Kenny even knows what Kenny should know.
What do you guys think? Like,
Okay.
Amuro thinks of Char, and Char thinks of Amuro here.
I think Char.
Oh,
thinks that
okay. I think
Amuro-
I'm connecting the dots in my head.
This is where it begins. What do you guys think about that?
Okay.
I think that Char thinks that Amuro is just this naive. What's the word? This naive, like boy, child, man thing.
Kid. And
That's that's just down on his luck. But he clearly can see that he's in a Federation uniform, so he knows he's helping the enemy. But he doesn't give a fuck because he's Char. He's got his fucking Psyker navigator literally navigating him.
Talk to him.
I do like
Go on.
yeah, he's like, it's understandable since you're so young to be nervous around the enemy, but how about some thanks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fix your car. He's so casual with
Like-
all of their communication.
Yes. But I don't think he doesn't really even when he's menacing, he's casual.
Yeah.
Like we still haven't seen him sweat.
We haven't, bro.
Yeah.
Let me put this here. Now, Lala. What do you think of Lala on this scene? And I know I'm being more specific than I usually am, but we get this line of him being like, "Sorry, she's a beginner," and Lala's like, "Sorry, I thought you'd move out the way," which is hilarious to me because he was covering for her for a second. She's like, "No, I drove directly into you. I thought you'd move."
I thought you'd move.
What do you think of their relationship?
Char and Lala,
Yeah, for right now.
like the same of a rogue trader and their Psyker navigator business, unless you know the lights are dark and no one's around to tell the story.
Okay.
The two of them together give me a vibe of people sitting in the back of the party and like watching drama go down and being like, "Oh, there she's about to throw the drink," and then just laughing as the like drink is thrown in someone's face.
Yeah,
Like-
I've heard someone. Well, no, I don't want to give that. No, I don't want to give that. They're definitely sassy as all heck behind the scenes. Like I can picture them at like
Yeah.
Dozel or Giran or Cassilia giving a speech, and they're both like looking at each other, making eyes, being goofy. We get to see them a little bit later when they're sitting on the couch and being more casual. Do you think she is his friend, lover, buddy, gay best friend, whoever she is to him? Or do you think she's just another tool for Char?
Don't know.
I mean, to quote him, he's in the next episode. She says like she's like a sister to me. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of 50-50 on that.
That's a
But yeah.
cover story though.
Everything's a tool to
Yeah.
Char.
Okay.
Yes, that.
Okay. Some of you earned points.
But everything is a tool. I think
Yeah.
he at least with Origins, he saw worth in her due to her ability. And has, I mean, general sense of nobility in that, hey, maybe don't beat your dice fixer.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. There might be some genuine care and emotion there. He might see something of Sayla in her, and that she like stands up to people. At least now that she's fed, and like not malnourished. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we can get to it later, but he does refer to her as his sister when he actually has a real one. Says that's something from the Red Comic.
Yeah.
All right. Well, any last thoughts on this little mud scene? I always think of it just as like a little genuine moment of Gundam of these characters that are going to have a lot of history together, interacting so casually.
yeah. Well, we got Yeah, okay, finish up because we got something to talk about
Oh,
right
yeah,
after.
well, I have it in my notes. 12:30, part 1 of the weirdness, the slap. Trust me. Final thoughts. Nothing. All right.
Man, let's talk
12:30.
slap.
The weirdness,
Yeah.
Oh,
part
boy.
1, the slap.
So yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
talking, and Cameron offers a way out, or
Well,
offers to escort White Base off of side 6.
yeah, we're back on
so
white
that
base. We're
the
back on
and
white base. Sorry.
yeah, so that the Xeon will be less inclined to fire upon him.
Everyone's standing around.
Yeah,
Peak
And
is
and
floating
then
through the air, and
Mirai calls him a nuisance and is like, "Why would you even do this? You're being more of a nuisance than a help." And everyone is
Yeah.
just watching the drama until fucking Slugger, man.
Slegger.
Slegger of all people. Well, actually, no, not
Backhands
even of all
Mirai.
people. It's oh my god.
I mean, he's now slapped 2 people. Like, I'm gonna keep calling him Slugger.
Slegger walks up and backhands Mirai full strength to the point her feet lift up off the ground in one of
Well-
the most uncomfortable scenes I've ever seen animated.
So the
It is
exchange is,
wild.
"I know I can be the man you wanted." Mirai says, "No, thank you." He just
He walks up and
He doesn't
hauls
want. I feel like he
off.
rushes.
just
like,
slaps the dog shit out of her.
"That's enough." See,
Like that
here's
was
the
like
thing,
she
though.
didn't just overcook dinner. Like
And what's the point he's making here, by the way? He's saying you should
He's
be
like-
listening to Cameron, which is crazy.
Yeah, he's like, well, no, he's like, this guy clearly loves you enough to like put his life on the line. Don't belittle that. He has a point. He didn't need to knock her off her feet by her chin.
Okay, keep talking about this as long as you want. Let me know when you're done, because I have something to say.
Yeah, someone else got something.
Kenny, Leo, this is one of the all-time.
I mean, as we
moments.
learn in later, she's into it.
But
I'm
that's
just saying that backhand unlocked something in her. We'll talk about that later.
She likes them rough and
That-
tough, I guess.
that Bright accepts the offer, and then we get this close up of Mirai just of like holding her cheek, with like, what was that?
Yeah, you know what's going through her mind? Oh shit, I think I'm into it.
Okay, so regardless of that, I got something to say. Regardless of that, regardless of what we learn in later episodes, number one, forget Cameron. Shame on Bright for letting not just your first mate, but potentially yo girl here get friggin' slapped like that by Slager. Shame on Cameron for sitting there and not doing anything. If Slager is so lucky Ryu is dead, because if Ryu or Amuro were on this ship, if I was on this ship and I was Amuro, I'm looking at Ryu and we are both jumping Slager. I'm calling over Kai, I'm calling over Hayato, and we are all kicking the mess out of Slager right now. You don't slap the homegirl like that. That is crazy physical assault. I know this is made decades ago. But it takes place in the future. I'm judging by modern future standards. Shame on everybody on that bridge. Kai, Sayla, Hayato, whoever the niggas are up on the friggin' chairs for doing nothing about
Radio
this.
boys?
We are all jumping Slegger together and not reporting it to the high command. He's gonna live with that beatdown. Oh, man.
Wild.
I don't like violence against women, but go on. I just know I can picture Ryu or Amuro being in this room, and Amuro's getting not just a slug in, but we are destroying this man.
We
with
get a
images.
line with Amuro and Slugger about it later. Amuro's like, "What was all that drama on the bridge?" He's like, "Isatul's stuck. Yeah, don't worry about it."
They didn't tell Amuro he slapped her. I don't think Amuro knows. I don't think Amuro ever learns he
No,
slapped
he
her.
doesn't.
No.
No, he never learns the details of it.
Yeah.
Bright is my favorite character in all of Gundam. Shame on him for this, especially considering things later. But shame on him for this. But yeah,
I mean, to be a bit of a devil's advocate, Slegga is like notably bigger than like any of them.
I do not care. We are jumping you. We are all Kai. Get over here. We're doing this. You catching an elbow to the nose. We all catching an elbow to the nose. He's getting on the ground. Man. Anyways.
So yeah, they go on with that plan.
Yeah, and Xeon don't give a fuck because
Surprise, surprise.
The moment they
don't want to
step
be
out,
laughed
we
at
shoot
by
'em.
an upstart like Char. So he just sends all the Rickdoms. Of course, they don't start shooting until they're out of the neutral zone. There's at least that. But you know, they fly over their space windshield to say hello. Be like, hey, when you cross that line, I'm gonna shoot you.
I was going to ask before we move on, sorry, and I shouldn't be doubling back on my notes. I shouldn't say this right now. What was Tomino doing here with that scene? Any thoughts?
Bruh.
Our hands zooming out to our god figure riding this universe? What was he doing?
Is there an actual message behind this? I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Slegga has a point.
Okay.
Of like Mirai has kind of been like really shitty to Cameron this whole time.
This is true.
Like I get it, it was arranged. You didn't want to marry him and all that, but like as he said, this man clearly loves you enough to put his life on the line. Like don't be treating him like he's hounding you for a signature on a form outside of a Whole Foods. Like, I think that's the point that Tomino's trying to make, and more than the slap, I think that is what Mirai is puzzling over, is realizing that like, oh, this big oaf is actually like very emotionally cognizant.
Okay. Okay. Either from you two.
Interesting take.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if I were like go deeper into it, I guess is to accept help, because clearly she's rejecting the help of Cameron like this whole time, like and it's just like not even for love. It's like, hey, I'm just trying to help you guys, and she's just clearly just saying no. I guess you could say like Slegga is trying to be like, get some help. Like we all need the help we can at this moment, especially since they're always being attacked. So like might as well get the decision that we're getting more help, I guess, is better than none.
Yeah,
I guess if you can see that.
I'm personally puzzled. I'm leaning more towards what you feel with that, Kenny. It just feels so bad. I agree. I agree. In that situation, just take as much help as you can get. You're in foreign space. You can't do a lot. The Xeon are right outside the door. Accept Cameron's help. Which that is the point. Do you guys?
It's also not really helpful. Like his
Yeah,
help
no,
isn't
not
help.
all.
True.
He's like, I'll escort you to the edge of the neutral zone. Like, I'll walk with you right up until the point when the fighting starts, and then I'll wave goodbye. Like, it's not helpful, man.
All right.
Also, Xeon don't care.
Xeon don't care. One last thing, and I'm gonna shut up for a little bit after this. Do you guys? Okay, we got checking again. Is Bright Noah a good captain? What's the consensus with our group here?
With the way that he's let Slegga kind of take over in certain regards and kind of like manhandle his own authority, no.
Okay.
I think he might be after this.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Kenny?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, okay. All right. Just checking in. All right. Moving on. We're getting suited for battle. Rickdoms are deploying. There's a moment at about 16:55 where Mirai is Cameron's looking at Mirai through the ship, and he's freaked out because there's Rickdoms all around looking at him with their big mono eyes, and he looks at her and he like raises a hand to the glass, and then she looks at him and it looks like
she's
flipping him
flipping him
off.
off.
He chip.
I think it's supposed to be a thumbs
Fantastic.
up, but it totally looks like she's flipping them off.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck off. Please.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Yeah.
That's so good.
Oh, poor Cameron, dude.
Uh, here's the thing, though. We have a TV crew coming to this battle.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is going to be everyone in Earth Sphere who isn't really on Earth's first view of what this invasion looks like, or at least for the people of Side 6, because all of those colonies,
Yeah.
for the most part, have been completely removed from the war.
Whoever's narrating this report totally knows White Base by name,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
Oh, yeah, it's funny.
I do love Amuro shoots this guy twice, and he has enough time to go, impossible, before he blows up.
This is also peak Amuro space combat fighting. When people talk about
Yeah.
Amuro being like a war god amongst Gundam pilots throughout the series, this is kind of what they're talking about.
Yeah, he definitely steps up
Well,
over
we
the
get
course of these three.
a Xeon guy being like, it's almost like he's able to accurately predict our moves.
Yeah.
It's like,
And we get
yeah,
that
or shenanigans.
at 2022, we get that little flash again.
Do we have a flash yet? I might have missed another one. Man.
Yeah, 2022.
Oh yeah,
Where
he
is the
does.
Flash?
Word.
Yeah. Shoots him in the
Oh, it's a
face.
little bit further. Yeah, 'cause we get
2020.
Char watching on TV with Lala. Papa Ray's watching on TV.
Yeah, 1957.
And then,
someone-
Adam sneaks up behind Amuro, and there's like, I mean, we see it later, but it almost looked like a shine on his reticle, but it's definitely the Spidey sense. And then he just rapidly turns and cores the guy.
How did he know that guy was there?
Psychic shenanigans.
Warps. Yeah.
Do you think he
Or
is a
he-
psychic?
Amuro encounters.
Spider
I think-
sense, dude.
I think Lala's fucking with him.
You think Lala is helping him?
long distance.
Not like actively in this moment, but I think his exposure to Lala is having some
Oh,
effect
yeah.
on whatever
It might have,
spookity,
awakened
spookity nonsense, as my party calls it.
Can y'all
Yeah.
look at my screen real quick?
Once
Oh boy.
once she
I'll
hit
be-
him with the
I'm gonna
signal, his
fire
own
later.
receiver starts beeping.
Yeah.
So, we get back to it. He's fighting in space. Oh, it's loading. The Rictom comes from behind, and then he fires. And then we get the little flash there on the forehead.
Oh, he turns before he fires.
He turns, his scope flashes.
Yeah,
and
that's what
then
I'm
he
saying.
has the Spidey sense.
Have we ever seen this flash before?
Not for Lala.
Yes. I think
Have
so.
we?
We have, actually.
I've seen it multiple times.
We have, actually.
Oh, God damn it.
So
Well,
from the
from what I guess.
origin. Yeah, so way back in the Origins, which is non-canon, when Char is fighting with
Finals.
the what do you want to call it? The Indian gambling mercenary people. Lala, the guy throws a little disc knife at him, and it's about to come back and hit Char in the head. Lala gets a little flash on her head, then Char gets a flash and moves out the way. Fascinating. Thoughts on that?
If you say thoughts on that one more time.
Yeah, I can see the smile on your face as you're asking this rhetorical ass question.
Let me stop sharing my screen.
I do like your theory of broadcast starting receiver, but Char was already badass before that.
It's true.
So potentially physical and mental abilities awaken differently, or maybe he's just that badass. I mean, we know that.
It's fine. It's fine.
Maybe it's stress-induced abilities. Maybe because
It would
every
have
time
been stress induced a long time ago. It would have been
Yeah.
stress induced when
Okay,
Matilda died.
well, hold on. If that's the case, then why did we see it when with the fucking bird spirit thing that may or may not have existed?
We
That
did.
wouldn't be
Well,
a
okay.
stressful
If
situation.
it's stress induced, it would have been stress induced when everyone he knew except Frau Bow blew up and his dad got spaced. Like,
Yeah,
if it's
why are we-
Every
stress
time he
induced, he would have been
improves.
doing this the first time he got in Gundam.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, and this is specifically Lala.
Do you guys remember seeing any flashes or that sound effect, that little ding 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 on his forehead before now? Okay,
Yes, kind of.
kind of. Okay.
Like previous episodes.
Oh,
Remember
okay.
the one?
I do not believe so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay.
I'd have to look into it again.
Okay. Just asking.
But so, if we had seen it, I think it would have been when he pulls down the reticle or is about to shoot something, because we get another Spidey sense tingle as he's looking for vital spots on this heavy cruiser, and he just leaves one sword in a spot and then goes and hits it in another, and the whole ship blows up.
Yeah.
So it's like lock on weak point targeting.
Like
I don't
in
know,
his
man.
brain, do you think it's the Gundam computer doing this?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll keep on moving.
could.
I just want to say slight canon check, by the way, for the origin clip. I know we talked about it then. Char actually did not find Lala at the construction, while working at the construction site and meeting the Indian gambler guy. He found her at a brothel, which implies that she was a prostitute, or at least an unwilling sex slave at some point, and he kind of brought her out of that life into here. But the same events may have happened, but he found her at a brothel. Miss Lala. I've been told to hold up. What's going on?
Well, I was just thinking, because now I'm looking at my note here of Papa Ray cackling about how much stronger Gundam is now.
Even though it wasn't really
If-
given screen time.
Yeah, because he thinks
fucking
his
losing it.
doohickey is in it.
Yeah, but
Go on.
well, now I'm thinking is that if it is Gundam that is doing this to him, to Amuro, which I think is unlikely,
Okay.
it's possible, but that computer is not in the gun cannon and the gun tank, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
Gundam is
so-
the only, or I guess
Yeah.
the RX-70,
So
whatever.
again, possible, but there's nothing he's not spine jacking into it.
Do you think
So,
the Gundam computer
Less likely.
is also making him see these shared dove,
No.
or what was it, swan
No.
hallucinations that Lala's
Swan.
seeing? Okay.
No, I don't know.
All right. Well,
There's too much nonsense going on.
at about 1957, we get to see Char and Lala watching this Rickon battle happen.
Yes, and his line is, "You're very perceptive."
Huh. And he says, "Has the Flanagan Institute treated you well?" Or has Flanagan treated you
Is
well?
that the Children of the Corn Institute? The Winter Children?
You remembered the name. I was about to ask if you remember the name. Yes, they do mention on one of the papers during the 8th MS team that those kids are from the Flanagan Institute. Actually messed up there. He says, "Has Flanagan treated you well?" But it's fine. Yes. Flanagan of the Flanagan Institute, where we saw those weird children who may or may not have existed from the ending of the 8th MS team final episode.
Amuro's parents are both Earthers, yes?
Yep, they're both Earthnoids.
And Amuro lived the majority of his life on Earth.
From what we know, he either
So
lived
we're
on
not
Earth
doing
from from birth to 6, or he lived on Earth up until he was about a teenager, and then he went to space.
Okay, either way, we're not doing the physiological or genetic effects of living in space and being bombarded by radiation, even if you would have some amount of shielding.
We could be
So we're not doing that to generate new types, because if we were doing that, everyone would have elongated bones from living their lives in low gravity. Don't fuck with me, Miles.
Okay. What's a new type?
I hate him. It's a new type of human.
Any mechanism I can think to get to a new type of human, or some increased processing power in the brain, which is what I'm leaning towards. It's more of a limitless style thing than full-on psychic powers. Although, who knows with Tomino at this point? All of the mechanisms I can think of to get there don't fit the world of Gundam.
It's very fascinating that you jump new type being short for new type of human. Because I never said new type means new type of human. I'm not saying it doesn't either.
No, you just heavily implied it.
Yeah.
I just said the word new type. What is
Well,
new type?
yeah. Like, I hate you. I'm still going with a, like...
We are 4
Some kind of
episodes from the end. You guys get a question every series. So...
Yeah, both of you to think if I could come up with
sorry,
questions like that.
7, 8, whatever. How many episodes? Ends at 42. But all right, let's keep it moving. I'm sorry, I got us stocked up on new type stuff. Dad's watching the battle. He's zoomed in.
Yeah, I mean we're at the end of the episode. Cameron's slumped in his little bubble ship and is crying for Mirai. Is like, please make it through this.
But they make it through
And then
it.
Amuro looks back, says bye to side 6, not his dad. He says goodbye to the place, not the person. And then
Yeah.
episode 34, The Glory of Solomon.
Hell yeah.
We
White
opened
base.
on a scuffed up white base. Like
was about to say,
it's
yep.
3 hours of repairs completely negated immediately after leaving the repair dock. Love it.
It's starred up, bro.
Yeah, but the third fleet's here. Friendlies with blinkers on. Yay!
And our friend's back, Joaquin. Remember him?
Yeah. Yeah, and Kika wants to go visit him.
He's
For
the
whatever reason.
guy from Luna 2 who was a jerk and was trying to take away everything. And now he's like, yo, I got promoted. I'm less of an a-hole now. What's up, Bright? You're my homie. You're my dude. You're my guy. Bright's probably a celebrity in the military right now.
Do you want to check out my hologram floor, dude?
Do you got one of these? I got one of these.
Check out my sick toy. I can play killer air hockey on this.
Why is it making everything green? I asked for that.
But here's the beginning of people being like, yeah, that Amuro Ray, he's different than us. Different from us. Really? How? Just different.
Yeah.
So whatever pokey proddy medical tests we did, they came back with something.
Do you think
And
anyone
the
else
brass knows.
here is different? Besides Lala, clearly.
We really only talk about Amuro being different. But if anyone is different, it's Char. We know he's built different. He's Char.
He's Char. I'm not sure if it plays this way in Japanese, Kenny. At about 4:48, we go to Amuro just doing self-repairs on the Gundam, and we hear it's either Job John or somebody else's. Like, it's one of the guys' voices clearly, and he looks up, and it looks like it's Frau for a sec, and then she phases out towards him. He's hallucinating. But it's very clearly not her voice.
Yeah.
Which is funny. Do you think Amuro's brain's okay?
Dude, you need to stop.
I'm just asking questions.
No, you're not.
I am asking questions.
You're not just asking questions.
But yeah, he brings him some food, and he's like, "Oh dang, I kind of miss when Frau was just the girl that would be annoying to me and bring me food. Now she has agency, and I'm sad about that."
I mean, not quite on that level, but yeah, I think he's just missing Frau. I don't think it's brain damage or anything.
Gotcha.
But
which would be weird. Why he'd be? I thought that was weird if in that case, because like, why would you now start missing Frau after you treated her like shit all of those other times?
Because he doesn't have her there to treat like shit.
16,
now
17-year-old boy.
What he's missing. It's like, wait, where's my favorite scratching post?
Yep.
Damn.
Hey, but for everybody, Mondo is back at Solomon, his base. Dozel, our king.
Yeah, Mongo with a big Zom.
Big Zam.
But they don't have enough Doms. They got a big Zom, but not enough Doms.
Not enough DOMs.
God damn it.
They're rushing development.
Yeah, Dozo's yelling at a dude because he can't find the main fleet because they're just decoy Minovsky particle and everywhere in space, just all over.
Yeah, presumably when you start broadcasting them things just go. Is a particle that moves. At the
Yeah,
speed
but
of
I mean,
light.
I'm assuming that it's like a collection of like one to three ships that like their only purpose is to blast a stupid amount of Minovsky particles to make it look like a full fleet. So like
that would be
that,
cool.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
decoy.
yeah, he mentions decoys.
Yeah.
So that's what I was picturing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that. But yeah,
But
we
this
get-
is when we get Char threatening Cameron too.
Again?
just so fun.
again.
Yeah.
I appreciate your help, Mr. Cameron. Please go. No.
Yeah. So you giving me orders?
Yeah.
But okay,
Are you
Lala
challenging me?
Lala exits the ship here.
Mhm.
It's
Oh
either
my
an
God, this
artistic
fucking scene.
license or she's bewitching everyone because her outline flashes before she leaves the ship.
Yeah.
And then she does this creepy manic pixie dream girl low G float through the hallway as all the lights are flashing on her face and all the guys are like, duh.
So they are in limited
Once
G.
again, ignoring it. Yeah. Like again.
Gundam gets weird with people walking inside ships in places. A good way of thinking of it is it's like moon gravity on ships or in colonies that aren't living areas. So it's light
You know,
gravity.
would be a better way to think about it.
Yeah.
Mag boots.
Yeah. So it's light gravity. It's light enough that you can walk in it, and if you know how to walk in it, you can walk in it. But if you need to float through the air temporarily like that, you totally can't. She didn't just suddenly get Superman flying powers.
No, she's just a new type and has psychic powers. We get this. We understand.
She did glow.
Well,
She's
no
like
shit.
a sister. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, she's
You
like.
might as well have said classified.
You might as well
Char
just say,
does
"Fuck
walk
off."
off. He does walk down the hallway pretty badass after her.
Yes.
It is a pretty
That's a pretty
badass
good,
Char
yeah, it's
walk.
a good strut.
Miles,
Yes, sir.
we need to talk about these ugly missile hugger ships.
Oh boy.
Like it's like a OG space shuttle that was they just like bolted grabby arms too.
And I
Yeah.
unfortunately do not have a name for you for them right now.
It doesn't need a name.
Okay.
Its name is Missile Hugger, and it's ugly, and I hate it.
Yeah,
Dude.
I can try finding that for you.
What the missiles do is kind of cool when they actually, go off.
I like how they just blip into existence at what is it, 8:10?
Yeah.
Like they just suddenly cut into frame with the stars moving and everything.
Yeah. I will say I do love this line from Kika and the Brats of like, oh man, we're in these suits, we can't fight in these things. Like when they grow up, they're gonna be absolute terrors if the war
They're
is
gonna be
still on.
menaces. I mean, then again, half of the Gundam protags are terrorists, so
Yeah. But yeah, the whole thing here is that they're gonna need to hold out for 15 minutes while the main fleet uses its new weapon,
yeah.
which
big-ass
kinda goes
flashlight.
well. Yeah. Well, more of a magnifying glass than a flashlight, but
It's true. That's fair.
okay, as stupid and ugly as these missile huggers are, like the tactic is solid. Like these things burn in hard. They're not even trying to actually hit with the missiles because they're full of like laser scattering chaff, which that's cool. I like that. I'll give that props. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
I mean-
this whole battle is just a lot of pew pews though. Like it's just a lot of
so
flashing
many
lights,
laser
man.
flashes.
Dozo's not like he's not tricked though. He's like, yo, watch our 6 with the main fleet is definitely gonna try and like bum rush
Do
us.
some fuckery.
But the fuckery is not what he expected.
It's not what he expected.
But we get like, oh, we do get the feds launching Jim and Ball forces.
Yeah, we get to see those again
we
for the
get,
first
like,
time since 8th MS-team.
We get like a little line from everyone as they're launching, and Sayla again is like, I hope the Zanzibar's not there.
You're right.
But Amro's is weird of like, this is a battlefield.
Yeah. I
What?
kind of just chalked that up to they just needed something dramatic before they went to the show catcher.
Yeah, for the Sha commercial
Yeah.
break.
Which we now know is supposed to be the sound of wind.
Yeah. Kai, when we come back, Kai's actually blasting Zaku's. And then Sayla saves his dumb ass from a Dom. He's like, thanks, love ya.
Yeah, that caught me so
But-
off guard.
So what
They're
I'm seeing
homies.
is that Kai is being Kai now. It's been about a week, few days. He's over his trauma. What's her name? He forgot about her. You know, we're happy-go-lucky again. The Dozo not happy. He's going down with the ship, and he's getting all the women and children out.
Yeah. So we get to meet. So again, his wife. I forget.
Was that one? Wasn't that one? Like,
Yeah, but did we repeat this line from Origin? Your voice scared her.
Yeah, they
And
do
then
it
he
again.
starts laughing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and we meet his little daughter, Minerva. His little baby girl who he loves dearly. His wife is Zena, and his daughter is Minerva. Yes.
Yeah. Then we go back outside. Hayato takes a big shot to the treads, and we get this weird voiceover about the uncertainty of death, and like, with every twinkle we just added to the growing mass of space trash that is floating human bodies. God, what ugly ape-like animals. And then
we
we
get
see solar
introduced
flare.
to a super weapon that is not Minovsky particle based. The solar
Just a
flare
big ass
system.
field of mirrors.
just a bunch of fucking mirrors.
Which, I mean, cool.
So
Proof of concept Dyson sphere.
if I may read, the solar system, also known as the solar flare system, was an anti-asteroid fortress weapon developed by the Earth Federation following the Antarctic Treaty. This is an anti-asteroid weapon initially. Its principle was simple: reflecting concentrated sunlight onto a target using a mass array of mirrors. Essentially, it was a gigantic solar furnace. The solar system consisted of more than 4 million individually adjustable mirrors, computer coordinated to form an immense lens tens of kilometers across. Each mirror was 20 meters by 10 meters in size and could be maneuvered using a gas jet vertiers. Big thing is that due to the large number of mirrors, it was extremely difficult to quickly deploy and control them under Minovsky particle interference. In fact, the computer of Vice Admiral Tiananmen's flagship, the Titan, nearly crashed several times trying to control the solar system. The resulting beam was an extremely powerful weapon with a temperature that could focal yada yada yada, but it falls apart easily, is the summary there. But yeah, not Minovsky particle based, but Minovsky particles still can get in the way of its system because these signals.
I could have told you all that before you built it.
Yeah.
Hey, well, it's made to destroy asteroids, not ships, but Solomon is a giant asteroid, so.
Yeah, well, speaking of, Dozo is launching meteoroid missiles.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, I'm not about to call Cassilia for help. I'll be a laughingstock. I didn't send my wife and daughter away because I'm worried we're going to lose. No, where'd you get that idea?
But they use the weapon and it just scorches through
Yeah.
everything, bro.
Absolutely toasts. And they're super confused because they're like, "There's nothing on radar. There's no energy particles, and just more people are dying."
And Dozo's like, it has to be some kind of laser.
Yeah, but
No
then
shit,
Hayato
She-Hulk.
takes like a legit hit and has to tape up his helmet.
Yeah, Hayato got fucked up.
He got messed
Yeah,
up.
he's actually injured. Frau goes to help him, and then
We have a
he's
little
all
romance
like,
between
"God,
them.
I'm
Yeah,
such a loser."
See, we called it, boys. We said that Hayato was going to be the next one to have trauma, and here we go.
It's his turn to suffer.
Yeah, and I don't want to. Some people would call this a pity party. Also, hello, Sulameo. You get no lines. Sorry, Masaki. But yeah, I want to call it a pity party because he's like, dude, I want to just help so much, and she's like, you're doing your best, and he's like, am I? I pilot the gun tank. No one cares about the gun tank. We love it.
He's correct.
Yeah,
But here's the thing, Hayato. You're the best damn pilot we don't care about around.
that's insane.
Nobody else could be less cared about as good as you can be not cared about.
Also, these two grew up on Side 7 together. They are old friends. We usually only think
True.
of Amuro. I keep wanting to say Sayla. I'm going to mess up people's names so bad. Amuro,
Frau and Kai.
Frau and Kai, but Hayato was there. He is there.
Yeah. He was getting thrown in the lake by Kika and the brats.
Yep.
Dozo wants more coffee, though.
He needs more coffee.
Yeah. Amuro is just tearing Doms apart. Zeke's pulling back so they can fight in their mobile suit-sized hallways.
In just the sea of GMs, bro.
Yeah, but so like Amuro spots the hole that the solar flare thing tore in Solomon, and he's like, "Oh, I could go in through the door, or I could go in through that hole that's blocked by a Musai. I'll just destroy the Musai first. No big deal."
And he did.
And then they deploy They're like, "All right, one of them made it in. It can be done. Deploy everything."
Yeah.
Everyone.
Send everything.
Yeah, Sayla's still outside, just strafing still. And then Dozo calls for reinforcements. He's like, "Oh shit, they're inside. Should probably call them." But of course, like, there's no way they're gonna get there in time now.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no. Any reinforcements now is
what
too
are you
little,
doing,
too late.
my guy?
Also, if I'm not misunderstanding this, Char and Lala could get there, and they're both just like, nah.
No, why the fuck? Of course not. Not Char's plan at all. Char's plan is that he knew that this was going to happen because he knew that they were going to attack the second that they left neutral space, because why the fuck wouldn't they? And so he uses this as a perfect opportunity to have Lala perceive battle and warfare so that she can use her psychic abilities and her new type powers to be like, all right, cool. This is what's going to happen now.
I also love 213 him talking to Lala in front of the guy and being like, Lala, are you ready? We're headed to battle. And then they totally don't. He just says it so that the person in the room can hear it and think they are, even though he's totally not going out there with her.
Oh, yeah, because Char's not about to rescue a zombie. You kidding me?
Dozo's the coolest zombie.
He is. I agree. And he's sending his wife and daughter to Cassilia's base on the moon. And just like the steadfast mountain of a man he is, he's just refusing to acknowledge how hopeless the fight is. He's just like, what are you talking about, babe? Everything's fine. I'm totally coming back to you. I'll see you on the moon.
And also mirrored here, Cameron off from observing from a distance, like, live a good life. I'll miss
he's
you.
watching the Zanzibar take off.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get Mongo floating over all his men, shouting encouragement, and then he spies. What's that in the back? I wonder who's gonna pilot this new experimental mobile suit.
All right.
A big Zom for a big man.
All right, as we go into the next episode, Big Zam's Last Stand. Spoilers, if you're a Game Grumps fan, me and Kenny may be very annoying here for a second. Let's talk about the Big Zam. Not a lot to say. It is
I
big.
hate it.
It is Zammy.
It's stupid.
It is.
Exam.
It's like Baba Lasaga's Hut the mech.
It's a big torso and legs. It actually, the core looks kind of like the Osprey, doesn't it?
It looks like a
Yeah.
decapitated ostrich.
Yeah, I'll take decapitated ostrich.
Tom, would you open that link and read for a second?
Oh God.
Don't gotta say
Reading.
too much. MA
This is
dash
America.
Big Zam.
Was a mobile suit introduced in the anime Mobile Suit Gundam, developed by the Principality of Zeon. It was commandeered by Dozle Zabi. That's some strong legal language there during the Battle of Solomon.
Let's zoom all the
Technology
way
and
down.
characteristics.
Zoom
No?
down to
Where am I going?
armor. It's got a
Large mega particle gun, a mega particle gun, air-to-air missiles, and a 105mm Vulcan cannon.
So it's got the same eye field generator that technically means it can float like the Osprey does. That's
Oh,
that Minovsky
yes.
technology that allows the propulsion without.
And was used to deflect enemy mega particle beams.
Let's go to history and just read. I think that first sentence may give you some insight.
Developed at Zeon's asteroid base Albacu, the MA-08 Big Zom was originally intended to be used for the attack on Jaburo. It was expected that after mass production, a company of Big Zoms would be dropped onto Jaburo and instantly capture the Earth Federation headquarters. However, Big Zom's overwhelming firepower came at a prohibitive production cost of as much as 2 Musai-class cruisers, which made mass production virtually impossible for the financially strained Zeon armed forces. In the end, only 1 unit was rolled out. This unit was later assigned to Solomon by Gear and Zabi as the EFF prepared to attack the space fortress.
Okay, in there. So yeah, this thing, the original plan was, we're gonna get like 12 of these things, drop them on Jaburo and win. No need for Char. Bro, we can only afford like 1. All right, make 1, give it to Dozle. Maybe he can do something.
Yeah, that tracks.
Makes sense.
But yeah, that's it. But yeah.
But yeah, episode 35, we get Slugger return into ship because his left engine's on fire, and Mirai's looking all panicked. Bright opens a private channel. He's like, private channels are prohibited during a battle, but as a close friend...
Dude, I feel so much kinship with
weird,
this man.
this weird gasp of like, I'm a close friend.
He's
But
trying
then he,
so
like-
much to be just a chill guy and not pressure. He's like, hey, I want to tap,
you
but
can-
also, I'm being the homie right now if you need anything. She's like, oh my gosh, thank you.
And he sends her.
relieves her of her duties.
Yeah.
She heads just straight for Slugger,
Make sure he's okay.
who is just chomping on a burger. He's fueling himself while his jet gets fueled.
And we enter the scene.
Yeah.
Describe it for me. We'll talk about this. I'm going to shut up.
Yeah, I mean, she's all happy. He's not injured. And then he leaves without finishing his burger.
I want to
They have a
mention
burger
one
vending
thing about
machine.
that. Hold on. No. I don't give a fuck that came from a vending machine. Why the fuck did it crunch like an apple?
It's the lettuce, my guy.
Preservatives, I don't know.
You're not putting crunchy lettuce on your burger? The fuck are we doing here?
No, I'm putting crunchy lettuce, but I'm not making it sound like I'm biting into a crisp apple for the first
Nah,
time.
man. The lettuce and the pickle are there to give crunch to the burger. That's their purpose as much as flavor and balance.
Dude, I may have to walk out to a Wendy's.
When you
Big
take the
night.
first bite of that burger and it's the big spiny part of the lettuce there, you should have a solid, you should break through that leaf, man.
I guess this is the dub priority thing because there's no sound on my end.
Oh,
so-
there isn't a crunch? Oh, that's a
Nope.
original.
Well,
Wow.
come on. They knew that Americans know a proper burger and the sound of a proper burger.
Hell yeah,
There's a
hell
bit
yeah.
of a crunch to it. On that first bite, there better be.
I also got to say, Sleggers, don't get ethnicities here besides probably assuming that Bright and
He is
Mirai are
American
Japanese.
as they come.
This man grew up in Alabama. He grew up in Alabama. His mom and sister are the same person, and he was eating
That's the
corn for
same.
breakfast
Dixie,
every
if
single
Dixie
day.
was a race, Slugger is Dixie.
He said his mom and his sister's the same person.
His grandpa fought in friggin' Afghanistan and Iraq, and his dad fought in friggin' Vietnam, and his dad fought in World War II. This man friggin' is American born as all heck.
Oh yeah.
But he walks outside the room, you know?
Yeah, and Mirai gives him a, be careful out there.
Don't die.
And then, of course, we get. Oh no, we don't get that later. He's
Yeah,
like,
he catches on.
you're young and don't get too serious about anything. But hey, can you hold on to my mom's diamond ring for me, babe?
You're right.
The fuck, dude. And of course, then we get the convenient ship rumble into an embrace, into a kiss, and then that's his sign-off line: is "Look after that ring, ensign."
So
He floats away, never to be seen again.
of moments in
Wild.
Gundam, this is one of the ones that messes up a lot of people, confuses a lot of people, and feels utterly out of nowhere for the first time. Give me you guys' general thoughts, because I have things to say on this.
I gotta agree with the out of fucking nowhere. I like audibly gasped when I saw that shit. I was like, "What the fuck happened?" And then again, this one I was like, "All right, so yeah, he backhanded the shit out of her, and she was like, I'm into it."
All right, rest of you?
I would
don't-
not have
oh.
predicted it, but as soon as it happened, I was like, "Ah, yeah, fuck, that makes sense, I guess." It's been building. We just haven't been looking for it.
It didn't feel like it was building to this. I would say for me, it didn't feel like it was building to this. A kiss is the
I didn't
last
think
thing.
it was building. Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't think a kiss was going to happen when I saw this years ago.
No, because if we're doing a Bright and Mirai get married arc, Mirai's got to play the field with Bright's social enemy first. That's just how
valid.
this works. Yeah, so we're covering that arc, and then as soon as Slegger gets anything nearing an emotional connection, he gets killed. That's what he's for. That's why we brought him on. We brought him on to make a bond with someone and then get killed so we could traumatize one of our main crew. And this time it's Mirai's turn.
So Kenny earlier messaged me good riddance when this man died. What's your thoughts on this scene,
Valid.
Kenny?
I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Out of all the men, and you're like, oh, I'll go with the one that's laughed at me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll totally go from that one. I don't know. That's
okay.
fucking insane.
Okay. Has everyone said their piece with this, if as much as we're going to have here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I do not know why this happened. I have read many articles and many quotes from one Yoshiyuki Tomino and his co-writer and artist who I always forget about. This is one of those scenes that has puzzled the Gundam community forever. If you go to Reddit, there's a billion different posts on the Gundam Reddit every time someone gets to of like, what the heck was up with that Slegger and Mirai kiss scene? You, not him, girl, you can do better. I cannot tell you why this happens. And there's a lot of discussions about one Tomino. Is Yoshiyuki Tomino just a misogynist? Did he write a scene where a woman had a abuser, fell in love with her abuser? Did he write a weird thing of like a woman just wants to be dominated by a strong man or something like that? Is this like old school Japanese like patriarchal stuff?
No.
A lot of stuff. You said no, Don?
Nope.
Okay, what do you think before I go on?
Japanese patriarchy is different. My favorite depiction is Asuna from Sword Art Online. It is lack of agency imposed by a family structure. Which Mirai has, yes. That would be Cameron. If we were going to go the misogynistic route, we would have done it through Cameron.
Okay. So you don't think Tomino hates women?
I didn't say that.
All right. Well, let me share my screen real quick with y'all. So, again, a lot of theories about this scene. Let me give you my theory. So, one Mr. Yoshiki Tomino has said a lot of things throughout the years. I do not think he's a misogynist, but to give you a little bit of an explanation, there's a famous interview years after Gundam where Tomino and Hideaki Anno, who's the creator of Evangelion, the two big mech franchises, are having the conversation with each other. And they're talking about Hayao Miyazaki, who is essentially the third godhead of Japanese animation, really, at least in terms of big name directors. And they're kind of talking about how he kind of doesn't let loose enough, or at least to their perspective. His style of directing is very straight laced. See, they don't believe that he's as true to his heart as he could be, at least at the time of that interview. And Ano describes, the way you direct, Tomino, is like you're naked. You just get out there naked, no underwear, maybe flashy underwear. You just expose everything on your mind. To which Tomino says the very famous Tomino quote in response to that: "It does feel nice letting it all hang out, waving your dick around. That's how movies ought to be."
He's not wrong.
That is not a mistranslation, but that's just to say that Tomino not only doesn't mince words, but he very famously likes to delve into subjects most people would not go towards for the sake of not being called weird, because anytime a director does something, the first place, if you take any sort of media literacy class, goes is like, hey, this decision is on part of the personality of the director there. Here is my guess of what's going on with Yoshiki Tomino. I don't think he hates women. I have an idea of what's going on with his relationship with women, which is far weirder than that, but I'm going to let you guys come to your conclusions about that in time. But here's what I think he's doing. Hey guys, I'm Miles. I have a sister. I have a lot of lady cousins. I'm actually one of the only few dudes out of a group of almost entirely lady cousins. I have a lot of female friends. Mirai Yashima is a very intelligent, very smart, very kind, very modest, kind young lady with a good head on her shoulders who is going places. Would any of you disagree with that?
No.
She is also 17, 18, or 19 years old. In my experience, and this is weird, of that kind of lady, out of my friends, out of my cousins, out of the women in my life I've known, there is almost always an experience out of nowhere at about 18 or 19 where just gets a wild hair and she just starts dating the most despicable, disrespectful, just Decepticon of a dude once.
Yeah, you gotta go through your drummer phase.
She's dating the Joker. She's dating freaking Solomon Grundy. And it burns bright, and it burns out just as far as it lasts. She tries to make it work genuinely. He totally doesn't. And it usually ends with a few tears, if not an arrest warrant. And then she never dates anyone like that ever again. I don't know what it is. I think it is...
It's the drummer phase.
Yeah, it is the... I think the best... closest parallel and nearest equivalent is it's a canon event on the scale of being a guy who gets into fights and getting knocked out real bad for the first time and being like, oh shoot, I cannot do this anymore. I can't be fighting like this anymore, which also happens for a lot of dudes around 19. But I think Tomino may be trying to recreate that experience here in Gundam with Miss Mirai, who is the last person we would expect to be getting linked up with Slegga here in this drummer phase. This despicable man. Again, it's very strange. I do not like it. It's an emotional roller coaster. Would you guys like some emotional relief? Now that we're about to be done with this and finish up here. Would you like some emotional relief?
Sure.
Hey, Tom said it earlier, if it isn't obvious. Slight spoilers for the future. But hey, here's the first new images, and it just happens between shows. It's not a big thing. There's no episode where they get married. Hey, here's a teaser from the future of the new Gundam movie coming out with Bright Noah and his wife Mirai Noah.
They named their child Hathaway.
In Mobile Suit... Oh, we'll get to him someday. In Mobile Suit Gundam, Hathaway Flash, Witch of Cersei. So yeah, they link up pretty much right after this war. Spoilers. But she does not spend the rest of her life alone dreaming of what could have been with Slegga. These two have a good remaining few years. But we'll stop sharing our screen there. Because that's big spoilers. But let's carry on with this episode now that we got the weirdness out of our system. I know that
We're going to the moon.
We're going to the moon
With a swiftly assembled fleet led by Makuve. And then we get Zaku shooting down mobile suit-sized hallways. Kai shooting doms. Sayla still in the air. There's still a lot of pew-pews.
There's
like,
a lot of
a lot. The
friggin'
Jims and balls are kinda going toe-to-toe with Zaku's.
Just a little
Kinda.
bit.
Would you guys like to hear something? It is debatable, but the GM is made to be on par with a Zaku 2. 1-to-1.
They're not really performing that way, though.
It is made to
And
be.
I'm going to put that down to the experience of the Zaku pilots and the fact that they're fighting home base and that they're the defender in this.
Yeah, so beam weapons are
It's
clearly
kind
superior.
of like they're taking, like each Zaku is taking a gem and a ball, maybe a second ball before it goes down.
Yeah. They're certainly, the Earth Federation pilots are missing the experience. The only real pilots who would have more experience, and this is experienced by a few weeks, are the guys operating on Earth in the MS teams with Shiro and the crew. And a few other people around Earth sphere space for the fans at home who are getting upset. Yeah, balls are good.
Yeah, but now Dozo's here, and he just melts them.
Big
Just
jab.
immediately scraps them.
Yeah.
And then the one guy who hung back is now panicking as his beams are just bending around it. And he's like, "Ah, it's a monster!" So of course Amuro is like, "Oh, I should go check that out."
Yeah. Sounds like something I should be dealing with.
Yeah. But then we get a bit of the Makuve's fleet coming up on the escape pod with Dozo's family. And I love it. Makuve's like, "Nah, we can't slow down to save them. I don't care who's in it. Like, we don't got the time."
Fuck 'em.
Hey, sir, your men are currently on a spaceship, and if they think they'll die and won't be rescued, they're not gonna fucking fight, sir.
All right.
Fine, I'll rescue them.
Oh, man.
But
The
then
dude
we go
says
back
it
to
so
Milton
politely,
Feds
too.
with a chest cannon.
Yeah, that's that super mega particle beam cannon. Do I have to explain what mega particle beams are? Are you guys cool? Just
No, you do
understanding?
have to explain why it has two big stupid chicken legs, though. You got to explain that design choice to
Why
me.
does it? Why does it have two big chicken legs? What was this
Well,
made for?
it's not so that it can fire claws.
What
Because
is
you could do that without big, stupid chicken legs. It
What
can
is
float.
it made
We've
for?
established that.
Tom? We went over this. What was this thing's original purpose?
It was for dropping it on Jaburo. You
Yeah.
still don't need two big, stupid chicken legs. It can hover.
So
The
wouldn't
big
it have been for picking away rocks and things and
Imagine 30,
It
has
40
a
of these
giant
things
chest
landing on
cannon.
dirt and just digging up dirt and getting to Jaburo with the big laser cannon too. Just absolutely.
Why didn't they
destroying
just make
terrain.
hell pods, dude?
There are drop
Like,
pods.
we have bunker busters. Make a bunker buster drop pod. Fill it with Zaku's. Done. You can mass produce that.
They do have those.
Well, then why didn't they use them? Why did they drop their Zaku out of their giant purple C-130s so that they could get torn apart by air defense for 5 minutes before they even touch dirt?
So I'll give you a picture of this. Why aren't they doing a lot of things here, Tom? You have
Money?
the answer. Money. They are running low on the resources.
So they throw it all into the thing that costs the same as 2 Musai's.
Hey, they only built one of these things. They were gonna build more.
They still built one.
Yeah,
Which
There were
is
definitely
one
estimates, and
too
someone
many.
was like, "Nah, make it."
but yeah, they do have drop pods. They do have ODST/Helldiver pods in Gundam.
Yeah.
Called the Descent Capsule.
But yeah, Dozo's ordering a last charge, so that's fun. Commercial break. And then we see that the solar flare system's still up.
It's missing a few panels.
Enemy fleet. Yeah, enemy fleet from Granada's incoming. They got a 60% chance to hit. He's like, fuck it, do it.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Slugger takes out a Musai, just
What'd you
right
say?
in the engine.
Wait, say Leo. Sorry.
No, just 60% of the time works 100% of the time.
Yeah. And it works. It works.
Yeah. But then we've got Amuro in this hallway, or I guess coming up on the just melted scraps of Dozo's first kills. And then he just watches it absolutely melt someone else. And Kai, I love that Kai just accidentally lands on top of it. Like,
I didn't know this, by the way, and we didn't get to use these. If you type Slegger into GIFs in Discord, there are an infinite number of Slegger GIFs, more than I've seen of almost any side character ever. Just
fantastic.
a hilarious amount. But yeah,
Dear God.
they're still going, and he goes outside and sees none other than Slegger himself. And he's like, hey, finger motion, let's combine. So he combines with the G Bull,
G armor?
G Armor.
G armor.
Yep.
G fighter?
One of the G's.
But that's his tactic is, let's get in close past the magnetic field and hit it with the beam rifle or the beams. Like, beams aren't working, so let's get in close past the magnets and then hit it with beam weaponry. First of all, that's not how magnets work. Second of all, it's a dumb plan. Third of all, your part of your plan is, even if we get hit, like, let's come up with a better plan, buddy. I think we could do it. We have missiles.
Surely we have technology.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the plan. I just, as like literally right after I put that in my notes, it just says, so Slugger's gonna die here.
Oh, you had the feeling already?
Dude, it's
Yeah.
the moment he and Mirai kissed, I was like, this dude's gonna die.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to be emotionally fulfilled.
Are you guys messed up
Not
now
at
that
all.
you know for the rest of Gundam, Bright and Mirai can't die because they have to live for this new movie?
For the next 6 episodes, when I already knew they weren't gonna die, no,
Okay,
I'm not upset. I am upset that the Big Zom can shoot its claws, because that's not a good enough justification to have stupid chicken legs.
It's for landing on dirt.
But Slugger gets just ripped out of that cockpit, man.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
some people kind of argue about how he dies, I think, but it's just space. He gets sucked and probably hits some shrapnel along the way.
Yeah, I'm assuming his suit got decompressed. Like, he took a couple cuts to it or something.
And we see
And then that rapid decompression knocked him out, and he couldn't tape it up in time.
He's poor guy.
I don't think he got the death that Paparo should have gotten, of just like slowly dying of dehydration in space, or slowly freezing to death, or slowly asphyxiating. I think he died pretty quick.
Yeah, that was
he got
immediate.
ripped out of that cockpit.
Oh yeah, that was
no,
immediate.
just
Yeah.
Rip Slegger at 9:32.
But Amuro just breaks out of G armor on his own.
Hey, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
1933, it happens again.
Yeah, the Flash.
Oh yeah, the Flash.
What is that?
New type. New type's awakening.
Do it. Oh, I do have the Spidey Sense Flash.
Yeah, the Spidey sense.
becoming a new type.
he jumps away before the big dot, but he like it's Amuro jumping away, and then he jumps away in Gundam. Like, it's his body that jumps away.
Let's slow down for a second. So Dozel hops out of the
Yeah.
back door of this
This
thing.
just shooting him with an assault rifle,
I will
screaming,
not die.
"For the glory of Zeon, for my own pride, you will not defeat me." It's like, it would have been great if he just squished him like a bug right
In
then.
completely
But
normal
he's like,
reaction from
who
Amuro.
is
Who?
that guy?
Amuro has no clue
are
who Dozel
you?
Zabi is at all. He has no clue who this is. This
What
is just
is
some guy to
happening?
him. And right behind
And then
him,
There's
for a
weird
second,
shadow demon.
It's fucking
His
what
aura.
is that?
He's
What the
aura
hell
farming.
is
his
that?
aura.
He thinks his aura. Guesses on what that is?
Danger sense?
That looks like a giant
Nah.
space demon. That looks like something from the warp, right, Leo?
It looks something square out of the warp. Where the fuck is Caldor Drago? Where the fuck you need him?
Guesses
I
on
mean,
what the heck
it's
that
straight
was?
up shadow demon.
I'm guessing it's
Does
the
Gundam-
psychic manifestation of the zombie family itself.
Well,
And
that
he
would
is
mean.
he is channeling it in his dying moments here. And
Do you-
he's watching it happen.
Do you think Dozel is whatever Lala and Amuro is?
No, not at all.
Not at all? Okay. Do you think that's a literal
I-
space demon that's being summoned? Does
No.
Gundam seem like the type of show that would have literal space demons in it?
No, I think Amuro is having some psychic revelation, some psychic new type revelation, and again, in his dying moments, Dozel is having this like, while he's chanting, you shall not defeat me for the glory of Zeon, this, that, and the third. He's channeling I guess, the psychic will of the Zabi family, and it's present in this entity.
See, I think it's a literal manifestation of danger. right?
Mm.
So we get that shadow demon looming up behind him. Then we get the flash, and then it's his Amuro's body jumps away in the normal suit, and then he jumps away in the Gundam like right before it happened.
In the same
Like-
position. His body has the same
Yes.
position as the Gundam.
Yes. So like whatever this is, I think it's his brain telling it like, "Hey, danger, get away. Big
This
scary
thing's about to
shadow
blow
demon
up."
that'll make you run, 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 boy, run." And then he runs.
And then he blows up.
Yeah, he was right.
Fascinating.
It honestly looks like a bat version of Maleficent when she's a dragon. That's what I thought.
I can see that.
Yeah, but then we
The battle
cut
of
to
Solomon
Mikuve.
is over. Yep.
yeah, and Dozel's wife is just crying on the floor as Mikuve and his officers are just casually talking about how they all died.
Yep.
But Mikuve's staying while he sends one guy to go get survivors and intel. Then we get Mirai.
Oh, Mira.
Tell
This
me
side,
it's all a big lie.
this is such not a good angle of Mirai to begin with.
It's funny.
But
It's crazy because we've never seen her and Armor really interact like this before. And she's like, "Yo, is he okay?" And he's like, "Lady, he
No.
got sucked into space."
No, but we also get this
He's
weird,
gone.
like, sad Japanese song while everyone's just watching her be sad.
And it's actually
It's a
crazy
sad
because
moment.
I think it's a alternate version of Amro's theme that plays in the credits. If I'm right, it could be a different song. Why is Slegger getting
do
this
say
and not
Amuro.
Ryu? Yeah.
That's the
Yeah, they go.
That's
say,
a really
"So
good
please sleep now,
question.
Amuro." Yeah, that is a great.
You think he had a bigger impact on the show than friggin' Ryu?
no.
Not at all.
No. I do love this image of Hayato
Just blinking.
feeling.
What the fuck just
Someone
happened?
gave him some good shit. He is just riding those painkillers.
Kid just discovered morphine for the first time.
All the way
Yeah.
to the sky. Hey, and we get a little finishing up a
Frau
character.
gives Amuro a juice.
Yeah, it's like we're still friends.
Kai just ascends in front of
He's-
Sayla.
He's for sure asleep. He's
Yes.
taking a low G nap. Like, but then we end with a shot of Fed forces floating outside Solomon. But like, this whole arc is like the death of Slegga Law. Like, that's what this 3-episode arc was
This has been
building
leading
towards.
up to.
But it
Show up, kiss an 18-year-old, die, explain nothing.
Slegga Law.
I mean, dude, he really is that. He's Van Wilder, man. He's that guy who's hanging around college way too long.
Did he seem noble to you guys at all, even a bit?
Honestly, following the slap, yes. His
When
whole
he was in
character
combat,
changed
sure.
following that slap. And looking back, there were other bits of his character that were less douchebaggery than my initial reaction to him was, which is exactly the kind of guy that I think he's going for.
Can I leave you with one thing here before we wrap up and do things? If you go to episode 30 in a decoy in space and go to around 3 minutes and 30 seconds in, this is when Slegga first appears as they're leaving Jaburo. A few episodes back. Would this be 5 episodes back? We only had this man Slegga for 5 episodes. He walks onto base with a duffel bag on the shoulder and just emerges, says hi to Kai and says, hey, I'm stationed here. What are the chances Slegga's not even in the military? What are the chances this man who is a superior officer? Who does he report to? Mirai's checking a book and she's like, I wasn't notified anyone came here. This could have just been a janitor. This could have been a soldier who wasn't to be stationed on the ship. This could have just been some guy who found a uniform, walked onto the ship, and was like, hey, I'm supposed to be here.
No, because he knows how to pilot G-Fighter and he knows how to operate the turrets.
What if he's just that guy? He figured it out.
No!
He walks up with a rucksack and is like, hey, I'm supposed to be here.
No. It's not how that works. Especially not the shots he's taken. He's done like legit ballistic calculation space sniper shots.
I'm thinking of our hypothetical abridged dub someday of them being like Gop calling, being like, oh yes, I'm sorry you went through all that, and Bright's like, could you send a message to Slegga's family? And Gop's like, who? And he's like, Lieutenant Slegga, you had him be with us for the last month or so. Who the hell is that? I didn't send you shit.
I ain't said shit.
Did we have a space? Mirai, did you make out with a space hobo and then he died? I don't know.
That's an insane hypothetical.
I don't know. I just think about that sometimes. Rest in peace or in piss, Slegga. I don't really care about you. We'll never see you again. I think he's got a manga or two going over his tragic backstory, but whatever.
I think your Slegga's post the other day was fucking batshit.
Slegga, his Sliggets. In the manga, Slegga comes on board with a group of dudes, not just him, for context. Anyways. Predictions as we enter the final 35 to 42, final little bunch of episodes here, guys. Where do you think this is going?
I think I know, and then this shit happens.
Is Slegga's ghost gonna pop out from the grave and friggin' do the friggin' conga line dance with the crew to the end?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 episodes left.
I have a feeling, since this is the 1-year war, that we're probably going to end the war with 6 episodes, and then we'll have 1 episode for a kind of post-war epilogue potentially, or maybe not. Maybe we'll end at episode 7. We'll end the war since we started at episode 1, but I'm hoping we get some answers to these questions, but knowing you and Tomino, we'll get answers to one of them, and I'll have more machines to be upset about.
I will let you know if you keep asking about that dirt. I'm not going to be able to help you until the dirt dimension shows up. Any clues? Where could we go next after Solomon? Where are they going to have another asteroid?
Side 3?
Oh,
Is
you
that the
think
Xeon one?
we're taking the war to Munzo, to side 3, to Xeon?
Well, we'll probably take the moon back first.
Mm,
I can see that. I don't
Okay.
really know.
More zombie deaths. We still have the last remaining 3 Cassilia.
Do you think this is a check-off list? Do you think they're going one by one and we're gonna get them all?
I mean, yeah, we just killed one right now, so let's go for another one, I guess.
Okay.
Char wants
More
that
Lala
family meal.
shenanigans, I guess. I mean, she's been introduced, so she must be important. So
What do you think
no clue.
is up with Lala? Just in brief words, and then we can end off here. What's her deal?
New type witch.
Think
Yeah,
she's a
new type.
witch. Okay.
That's the 40k in me.
Okay.
Yeah, I genuinely don't have a good handle on what it is she's capable of, but I
Is
don't
she
know
gonna
that I would
shoot it?
necessarily go with malevolent, but self-serving, I think I would.
Is she gonna be casting Kamehamehas or fireballs, killing everyone in a 40 by 40-foot area anytime soon?
No,
Or
she's
what?
just going to be calling tactics that seem insane to most people, but when they actually listen to her, they pull it off with like 0 losses kind of thing.
She just has slight future prediction.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's a
Yeah,
precog.
definitely some perceptive abilities.
Maybe that's why her eyes are so green. The spice in this universe turns them green instead of blue.
God damn it.
The melange.
Dude, if the spice showed up in Gundam, when was Dune made? This is a few years after 79. This is. I don't know.
Yeah, Dune, I think, is before that.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all so much. I had to make sure we got out of the Slegga arc clean. I could not go another week with that man here. I would like to say we're out of the weirdness, but we haven't hit Zeta Gundam yet, and there's still some OVAs between this and that. So, next time we'll be continuing with episode 36, The Duel in Texas, episode 37, Char and Sayla, and episode 38, The New Type.
Wow.
The New Type, Charlia Bull. Thank y'all for watching. The Federation's Finest, out.